Please state your name for the camera.
Bradley Lace.
Bradley Lace. If you are who you say you are, you appear on many of the sketches in this show, don't you, Bradley?
I do.
Sketches that are renowned the world over for being quality.
Definitely.
So when I come out to talk to the studio audience this evening, Bradley Lace, if that's who you say you are, which it is who you say you are, but is it who you are How come you're in the audience when you work here, Bradley?
Because I got my arm twisted and drug over here.
I see. Arm twisted by whom, Bradley?
There's a cute blonde in the front row over there.
Yeah. You mean the one sitting next to your wife?
Exactly.
Now, why
She
would
would
you
be
come
the
and sit in the studio? I don't understand why you're here sitting in the audience. I can get you you can sit in one of these. Oh, I see. Then you'd have to be on the show, and you've got your reputation to consider, haven't you?
A little reputation to consider.
Is this your passive-aggressive way of telling me we haven't done many sketches recently?
Well, it's been a while, buddy.
Well, perhaps we should do a sketch right now, then.
Okay, what do you want to do? What are we going to do?
I don't know. Perhaps we should...
Sex party.
No, I know what we can do.
All right, cool.
Let's ask ourselves a question, Bradley. Let's ask ourselves, who's that at the door?
Who is that? My buddy.
There. Feel better?
Yeah. Got my heart going.
Yeah, it gets the heart going, and then the horse gets, paid for that too, and everybody makes a little money, and
Nothing wrong with that.
CBS won't be able to make another movie for a while.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Oh, that's very good, Bradley. That's very good indeed.
Awesome.
Well, it's commercial break time.
Oh, great.
Would you like? No, you can do. You're here enough. Your family. I'll go and go over there, and you do the throw to the commercial break. Right? I won't be judging
Okay.
you. I'll just be over there in the background in case you get into trouble.
Okay.
Don't say fruits.
We're gonna.
What the hell? What did you do? What did you do?
I cost too much.
Does that happen every time I walk up here?
It must be. It must. Okay, great. So we're gonna.
No, wait a minute.
It didn't happen that time.
No, it didn't happen that time. All right, well, we'll do it again. I'll just be waiting here.
I thought maybe the budget was over.
Because we paid for you and the horse in the same show? All right, I'll wait here, and you go ahead and do it.
All right.
Don't clap your hands like that. Or just don't do the pistol thing. No, it's out of date.
All right. Well,
Find your
here's
own
our
thing, Bradley. And Bradley,
ABC
don't do the pistols or that. These are all. You gotta have your own thing.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands, maybe.
Okay. ABC cares and.
He's not ABC.
Oh yeah. It's been a while since I had a paycheck. CVS cares. And these are the people paying for the show, so buy their products.
The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, sponsored by the all-new Volkswagen Jetta. It's great for the price of good. That's Das Auto.
quietly now. Quietly. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do that pointing, pretending I know you thing. Hey! Don't know you, don't know you, don't know you. I do, I know them all. They're here every night. Every night they come around and they throw their money down. That's right, I'm like Cher in that song. Hey, it's a great day for America, everybody. It is. It's another rough day in Egypt, though. Those protests have gotten so huge today, the Egyptian government shut down the internet. And I'm like, wow, I thought the only person that could do that was Al Gore. Al Gore or CBS, who seem to be able to shut down the internet when I want to research porn for the show. Yeah. Land of the free stops at that door, my friends. Michelle Obama said today she wants to make a line of jewellery made from White House wood, so you could probably do your own Bill Clinton joke if you want. White House wood. And I would too. It's Friday, of course, so a couple of big movies open today. Everybody knows all the best movies come out in January, so... Now, there's a very scary movie coming out called The Rite, which Anthony Hopkins is a priest who performs exorcisms. I like Anthony Hopkins. I liked him when he was Hannibal the Cannibal. You know, do you still hear the lambs, Clarice? Fava beans in a nice Chianti. He should have a rhymey name in every movie, like Hannibal the Cannibal. I'm not sure I would go and see The Rite, but I would go and see Lexorcist the Exorcist, or... like, Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. No, he could be Dave Slater, Public Masturbator. Phyllis Diller, Serial Killer. Randy Quaid, The Meter Maid. Right, that's all I got. Now, no, there's another movie opening today called The Mechanic. Do we have a poster for that movie? There you go. Oh, hi. Yeah, I might go and see that. Yannick the Mechanic. According to the movie, mechanic is code for a hitman. You know, finally, at last, a movie about a hitman. I haven't seen a movie about a hitman since Salt. That was about a hit woman, really, I suppose, wasn't it? Oh, that was very different. So, about a hitman, then The American, Red, Wanted, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Kill Bill 2, Collateral, The Whole Nine Yards, The Whole Nine Yards 2, The Professional, Pulp Fiction, The Bourne Identity, The Bourne Supremacy, The Bourne Ultimatum. Perhaps there's more. Yes, there are more. Still. Do you know the one I liked was that one, Assassins, in the 1990s? It starred Antonio Banderas and Sylvester Stallone. And Antonio Banderas has a Castilian accent, so he would say, I'm an assassin. I'm an assassin, and so is my co-star. My co-star, Sylvester Stallone. For some reason, though, the hitman is one of those movie characters that people just love. It never gets old. You know, you get the hitman, you get the down-on-his-luck prize fighter, you get the hooker with a heart of gold, which, in real life, you'd have an easier time finding the Loch Ness Monster than a hooker with a heart of gold. I look forward to your letter, Nessie, who is a hooker with a heart of gold who lives in Loch Ness. Big piece of tail. Shake your head at me, you bastard. I'm doing my best. Anyway, this mechanic movie is, I'm sure it's terrific because it's distributed by CBS Films. So it'll be awesome. CBS cares. I think it's great that CBS is making films now. I just hope they don't start casting their TV stars in it. Those two worlds should never meet. You don't want to see Andy Rooney on a big screen. Who the hell wants to see that? Say hello to my little friends! My eyebrows! Anyways, the mechanic. I wish I was a good mechanic. Not a hitman, an actual mechanic. Because, you know, like, today you have to be a computer programmer to work on today's cars. But back in the day, my dad knew his way around an engine. He could fix a car with a rubber band and a pair of ladies' tights. At least that's what he told me he was using. Yeah. When I take my car to the mechanics, I always like to pretend what I'm talking about. You know, I don't. I'm like, you know, so I think I've got the carburation there. It's blowing the warp drive. And I think the mechanic looks down on me because I giggle every time someone says lube job. Lube job. There's a place you can get a lube job up in. Oh, it's actually a lube job, you know, on your car. In your car. Are you supposed to tip your mechanic? I can never remember. I just always give them a kiss on the cheek. Well, it's better than shaking his hand. You can't shake hands with a mechanic because there's always gunk all over his hand. It's the same reason you can't shake hands with a prostitute. It's the same reason. What? I'm just telling stuff. My all-time favourite mechanic would be Mr. Goodwrench. You know, the big burly guy that's always pictured with a shiny tool in his hand. Do we have a picture of the big burly guy who always has a shiny tool in his hand? There he is. Brett Favre. Brett Favre. Yeah, it's commercial break time now, Jeff.
I love spots.
Why? Why do you...
My man.
Is what, in the audience? What?
Oh, I'm touching myself right now.
Dare I ask what part of you you're touching?
Balls.
Yes, I know.
Sex party.
Yeah! All right, Friday night sex party! We'll be right back. Slow it down. We better get on with it in case the lights go out again. Get through it quickly. Apparently somebody forgot to pay the electricity bill. And by somebody, I mean the entire CBS corporation. Spending all your money on action movies, eh, CBS? What's the matter? Lost faith in your second-tier late-night guy? What time is it, Jeffrey Pearson?
Craig, break out the tweets.
All right, do it. Don't be on bitter, 'cause you ain't a quitter. I'm your babysitter. Check your damn Twitter. Check your tweets. And also emails. All right, let's have a look at the tweeters then, and let's see what we got. Nice to see Bradley doing so well on tonight's show. Do you ever dress in that little outfit at home? All right. Anyway, this is from Christina in Wilmington, New Jersey, who says, "Dear Craig and Jeff," this is for you as well, Jeff.
No kidding.
Yeah, no kidding, yeah. My best friend is relocating to Alaska for her husband's job. What should the theme be for their goodbye party? What should it be, Jeff?
Sex party.
I thought you might say that. This is from Grace in Hagerstown in Maryland. I love Maryland. I got crabs there once. Grace says, "Dear Craig, what do guys like to get as Valentine's Day presents?" Oh, you know, just something thoughtful. You know what? But you can have that in days that aren't Valentine's Day. I know. But it doesn't get old. What are you thinking about, Craig? You know what I'm thinking about. That's right. Snacks. This is from Marie and now I never know how to say this. It's Sing Sing, but it's Ossining in New York. Ossining? Oh, is that how you say it? Ossining? That sounds like something rude. What are you doing there? Are you Ossining? Yeah, I learned how to do it in prison. Marie says, Craig, I really liked your interview with Helena Bonham Carter. Will you have her back on the show soon, please? Right after the next commercial break. You put that in there because of that, didn't you? You're trying to make this like a real show. Ay, caramba! I will resist any attempts at quality in this show.
No kidding.
Yeah, I will. That's right. The minute I detect quality creeping in, I'll be out there with a new robot skeleton dancing horse or some other such piece of crap. I'm sorry, Jeff. Did I offend you? I didn't mean to be rude.
For reals?
Nah, not really. This is from Bobby in Miami in Florida, who says, Dear Craig, there is no football this weekend. I have no idea what to do to occupy my time. Do you have any suggestions? Why not practice some self-massage? CBS cares. You can go and see that new movie that CBS have got out called The Mechanic. It's about a serial killer or something. What's it about? A hitman. It's about a hitman. Come on, when have you ever seen a movie about a hitman? That's right. You'll be like going, wow, they should make more movies about hitman. All right, CBS cares. This is from Nicole in Charlotte, North Carolina. Says, Dear Craig, I think my soon-to-be sister-in-law is getting breast implants because my brother likes big breasts. This is a bit extreme, don't you think? Is this for me? I don't think this is for me. What, you want me to come down on the side of small, real breasts? Why, of course I am on the side of small, real breasts. Because men really care if they're real or not. Well, I think we got through that. This is from Kate, and look, do what you like. This is from Kate and Matthew in Massachusetts, who says, Craig, is there anything you have found yourself saying lately that you never thought you'd say in your life? Yeah. I refer you to the previous email. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Friday Night Sex Party. I'm your host. I'm your host, Regis Philbin. I'd pay to see that. Again. My first guest tonight has been nominated for an Academy Award for her latest film, The King's Speech, which is in theaters now. Take a look at this. Everybody, Helena Bonham Hello, dear.
Hello. Oh, man.
You look absolutely lovely. I mean, really delightful. I love your hair and your hat thing and everything else underneath.
Have you seen everything else underneath?
I haven't seen everything underneath,
No,
but
it's probably coming out, but just tell me if something happens.
No, it's... listen, if anything pops out, we'll go to a commercial and I'll sort you out.
Marvellous.
Yeah.
But you're about to be a dada.
I am, yeah, again, yeah. You've got kids, haven't you?
I got, 2. Yeah. It's because you come out here. I mean, that is the thing. Is it's like, you know, I'm doing all this press and everything. I've just left them, so.
Right.
Out of
What, left
sight,
them in
out of
London?
mind.
Sweeping chimneys, are
Yes, God knows what they're doing.
they? Yeah, they'll probably be sweeping. You leave
yeah.
London kids alone for a minute, they're up the chimneys getting
I
them
did
clean.
like Billy and Nell. They're amazing.
Lovely
But I
too.
would love to have a baby every day. I mean, I wouldn't look after them, but you know, because I'm just talking about childbirth. I was talking,
You
know, with a
enjoy
friend.
childbirth, the
I
actual
love
experience?
childbirth.
Really?
I did. Absolutely.
I haven't heard many women
it's so
say that.
underrated. It is so underrated. No, I think it was wonderful for me. It was the only time I did drugs, and that hat, you know, the epidural is a drug.
It
And
might
now
not be
I
the
go-
childbirth you're after here, Helen.
No,
You
no, no,
understand?
no. No, I know. I could have one every day. I wouldn't look after them, but I could have them every day. But the epidural, I worship at the altar of the person who invented the epidural, because it's an amazing drug, and to go from life-transforming pain to just this blissed out state. And it does have opium in it. Did you know that?
It has opium in it?
Yeah,
What a
yeah.
surprise.
So that's probably why I was so happy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's kind of, I think we've narrowed it down to really your closet opium addict who doesn't take opium.
Yeah, I know. And 2 times is actually not that bad.
That's
I'm
not
obviously
bad
not
at all.
an
That
addict.
wouldn't constitute, you know, rehab. You know, do you have a drug problem? Well, I've had a couple of kids.
Just
that doesn't
twice.
count, you know. No.
No, you'll be fine.
Were your kids born in Blighty?
And they were born in Paddington, yeah.
Paddington, in the railway station.
Yeah.
That's a very unusual.
Just like the bear.
Yeah.
You know,
How
and they
marvellous.
came
Which
with a little-
platform were they?
Yeah, 9.5. You
yeah.
know, with the label and everything.
Oh,
yeah.
that's lovely. I
Yeah,
love Paddington Bear.
Did you love
Yeah, I
Paddington?
did, yeah.
I think they're making a movie.
Are you going to be in it?
I've always wanted to be a bear, actually. That is.
Is that a kind of sex thing, you know, in the gay
No, no,
community?
no,
they
but
have
it's a bear. I haven't played a bear yet. I've done an ape and 2 queens.
Oh,
I thought I was just doing queens.
we've all done the queen, darling. That's
But
how
can
you
you
get
do-
ahead in show business.
Queens. Ahead. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I do big-headed ones.
Oh, yes, I saw
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That was
That's
very
what
good.
we
I
were
also
like.
like
Do you
the
remember
king.
that
I
one?
thought the
Do you
king.
like this one?
Yeah,
This
I
is a
do
small-headed.
very much. It's a
My
lovely
head's slowly
film.
getting smaller.
No, your head's a regular
Yes.
size in this one.
Yeah, no, next year I'll do pin-headed queen. Maybe.
Oh, your head's getting smaller
Yeah,
and
it's
smaller.
getting smaller and smaller, like a borrower. I could end up in there.
Oh,
You know, I could shrink. I'd
are
love
you
to
a
be
Doctor Who
borrower.
fan? Do you like Doctor Who?
I do, you know, Tim really likes it, and so does Billy. I do. I like the idea of travelling back in time.
Yes.
And I
You know,
love, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a real TARDIS, I'm sorry.
You can't go.
Well,
where would
it
you
actually-
go? If you had to go back, where would you go back to?
So back in time?
Yeah, I also like many
Probably
things.
last week, probably.
Were there some things that you redo?
If I went way back in my own life?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Well,
used
even
to
last
think I
week.
would. What?
Even last week?
No, last week I was probably all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did have a bit of
Just trying to
a
think.
kind of drunken adventure for the entire decade of the 80s. I think that...
Right, okay.
Was there probably a couple of things there I'd change?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Would you change it? Would you go, where would you go? What period in time?
I should have thought about this before I asked the question, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
You know, I'd like to go back, but only for a day.
Well, you don't have to go back forever, right? You only go for
as
a
long as
day.
we find that, you know, the TARDIS to come back. I'd like to go back to. I mean, I really like the Georgian times because I love all that white hair and all.
Plenty of
this-
people
and
with
lots-
white hair now, just not in LA.
Yeah, no, I like white hair.
I'm very fond of white hair.
Yeah,
Here
yeah.
it comes, and
No.
elsewhere,
White
oh,
hair
I'm
is-
distinguished. I am, yeah. Ooh, look at you, senior.
Yeah, well, you might be lying. How do we
No,
know?
I'm not. I'm not lying. Well, I'm lying a bit. Everything's fine in the basement, but there's a little bit in the middle floor.
In the middle floor.
Middle floor here. There's a little
is
bit
it?
of soft, downy white hair. So
Oh,
that,
how lovely.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm very happy for you.
Thanks.
So where were we?
Well, you were going to go back to Georgian times.
Oh no, Georgian times. But
Yeah.
the only thing is, that probably by now I'd be dead if I was in the Georgian times. Do you know that?
Well, you're only going for a day.
I know, but I could be killed in a day. You never know. You get like it'd be the wrong day to go. And then also, I mean, seriously, if we did live in a period of time, because everyone goes like, oh, wasn't it pretty and gorgeous then? But I'm 40. I would probably be dead. Life expectancy was actually 40. I'm 44 actually. No, I'd definitely be dead because. But
I
life
don't think
expectancy-
that's necessarily true.
Why not?
Well, because you're.
I might be the freak.
No, come on,
time.
you. That would be
geriatric.
that's a ludicrous thing to say. You're
What
gonna-
makes you say that?
Well, because I adore you.
I'm deeply normal. You know that I'm deeply normal.
What's that?
I'm going Scots again. It's
Oh,
terrible
you're
when
doing that.
I always do that with
I
you.
sometimes
That's
do that.
really
I find
bad.
when I'm talking to English people, I start kind of talking like this a little bit.
Just like that. You couldn't talk like the Queen. Did you know the Queen was? Well, you must know.
What, the
She was
Queen?
Scots.
She was,
But
yes,
she didn't
Elizabeth
talk like
Bowes
that.
Lyon, yeah,
but
Scottish.
she didn't talk like that, did she?
No, she wasn't actually
really
from that part of Scotland.
No, which was that part?
Well, this part of Scotland is actually a very posh
Is that
part of
really
Edinburgh
posh?
called Morningside.
Morningside. What about, so where did she come from and why, anyway, she talked.
I didn't play her in the film. I didn't research her. You tell me where she came from.
I just pretended to research.
Do you know, would you
No,
just
the
put the
thing is-
hat on and off you go? Is that what it is?
Well, kind of. No, the thing was, I'm actually a SWAT, so...
Yes, I believe that.
But the thing about playing Queen Mom is that she did last for a hell of a long time.
She lived to be, what, 112?
102.
Yeah.
So all those books are really, really thick.
Yes.
So, and I only had 3 weeks to prepare, so at least I only got up to 1939, so I could just...
She was only in her
I just
mid-60s by
sped-read.
then, wasn't she, 1939?
Yeah. No, I did not play her in her mid-60s.
No, I know.
I did, but I wouldn't mind playing the second half. But anyway,
She
the
was
main
lovely.
thing was I just
Actually, you know what? I'm not a royalist at all, but I was a
Mm.
big fan of her. I think it's very hard. I think people who are even against the royal family kind of liked Elizabeth.
She did a
because
lot.
she really did do stuff.
She did a
was,
huge amount for the royal family.
yeah, and she went down to when the London was bombed. She was always
stayed
there.
I think that was the big. That was the big thing that she did. That
Mm.
changed because it was looking a bit dicey, the monarchy, because they'd had the abdication,
Mm.
and they didn't know if the country were going to accept them as.
Yeah.
They really loved the other one. What's he called?
Edward.
Yeah.
He was a rascal, though.
He was a rascal, but they loved him, and he was fantastic.
Yeah, but he's a rascal, and wasn't he friends with,
He was friends with the wrong person. No, definitely.
Yeah.
He was.
That's gonna, it's who you run with sometimes. You can't say, well, he was a nice guy, but some of his
it
friends were a
wasn't
bit
suitable.
dodgy.
No. Look how many drinks I've got. But no, I know. I'm not.
How do you do that? They keep appearing?
Have you got any more? This is an effort to try. Oh, no,
You are a magical person, aren't you?
just like that.
That just happened. I didn't know it was there. That
It is. It's
happened.
fantastic. And I'm going to take one away, and now there are only 2.
Is there
Isn't
a
that-
P under one of them?
Is there a P?
Under one of them?
A wee P?
No.
What are you talking
No, a
about?
little P underneath the cup, and then you move the cups
Oh.
around, and I guess where the P is, and I win a
maybe.
prize.
That's the new Princess of P. Oh, God knows how. No, the fact is, I am a bit jet lagged, so the brain needs a
Are
bit
you
of
jet lagged?
fuel. Yeah.
You should learn to fly planes.
Does it make a difference if you're flying it?
Yes, it does.
Really?
A great deal, yeah. Yeah, it does. I fly airplanes. Not as far enough to be jet lagged, but maybe Bakersfield and back.
That wouldn't help me.
No, not unless you want to go to Bakersfield, which I suspect you don't.
No. You never know.
Well, it's not that bad. They've got a nice airport there.
Bakersfield.
Yeah. Give
No,
her-
but getting back to Queen Mum,
Okay, then.
she wasn't as nice. It was funny because was things all nice and sweet and fluffy. Is that the bit that you liked?
Well, no, I just liked the whole thing.
She had a lot of wit. Oh, you're talking about the film? Were you
Yes.
talking about the Queen Mum?
Oh, I liked her too, but I mean,
Okay.
I liked. In fact, that's why I'm so excited about the film because I liked her and the film.
Oh, good. I'm really, really glad.
And do you know what I liked about the film? Not one. Ooh la la! Assassin and the whole thing.
What are you talking about? What's the assassin thing?
The assassin.
That must have been a running joke. Is it?
Well, no. Earlier on, I was told because there's a movie out today. It's about a hitman.
Oh,
and I
right,
thought,
okay,
really,
yeah.
another
Okay.
hitman film. Terrific.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, there isn't much violence. There's lots of swearing, but it's all very nice swearing.
I
isn't
enjoy
it?
swearing and no violence.
No,
That's
I
what this
know.
show is all about.
I thought I wouldn't mind that as a ringtone. All of Colin's swearing. There's such a big deal made of the swearing because we nearly had a. He swears a lot.
He does. Yeah, I know. I've seen
in
the film.
Yeah,
Yes,
It's
yes.
also therapeutic. But that would be. They made such a big deal of it, and they just, in Britain, only an 18-year-old could,
Really?
watch it. Yeah.
I'd heard
No, they
cuss
brought
words
it down.
before
They
I was
brought it-
18.
No, I hadn't.
How terribly sheltered you must have been. I was cleaning chimneys, of course.
Just like my children.
Yes, that's
You
right.
see,
Well, your
you
children
didn't
are
do
doing...
bad out of it.
Yes, I'm all
Cleaning,
right.
there's nothing you just.
I'm not cleaning chimneys anymore.
Did you
I'm
do,
doing this. I'd rather be cleaning chimneys.
It's marvellous.
No.
Actually, you don't look completely dissimilar to who is it who played Bert?
Dick Van Dyke. People have said that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
they
fact,
say
you are Dick Van Dyke.
I am Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah, look at
I
you.
am.
So
I've been
really-
working on my
Oh, what
accent
happened?
somewhat since
That's
the film.
right. You were better at it than he was.
What, the accent?
Yeah. I mean, can you do a Cockney accent? He couldn't really do it. But
I kind of a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that.
A little bit. All
So that's
right.
what you did. And then could you do the tap dancing on top of the when you
Can't
after
do
you
any
close?
tap dancing, none at all, no. Do you do any tap dancing?
I'd love to.
Oh, yes, but no.
No.
Okay.
I have shoes. I do have the shoes.
Well, that's a start. Hey, I saw
I love
when
the
you
shoes.
went, didn't you get into trouble for wearing opposite shoes on
I
the
don't know.
red carpet
Did I get
thing?
into trouble? I just didn't. I didn't. You know, I knew they weren't going to like what I was going to wear, so I just thought, why?
Ooh, who
Worse.
cares? Yeah.
No, that is my thing.
Oh, I know, absolutely. It's,
And you know what? Imperfection, on the whole.
I think you look sensational.
Imperfection. Well, they sort of, you know, they didn't let me out today without lots of help. But and look, I actually got shoes the same, you know.
Shoes the same as the...
Yeah, the same colour.
Yeah, I think
But,
that's nice. Do you worry about that stuff on the red carpet?
Well,
and all
obviously
that
not.
nonsense?
Otherwise, I wouldn't have let myself
Oh,
go
no.
like that. It's like, but I do think imperfection's underrated.
Yeah.
You know, and
What makes it interesting.
it is, and I like dressing up. You know,
Really?
what's the point of like, yeah? I mean, like, but I sort of approach it a bit like my 3-year-old, really.
You just wear anything you like?
Everything goes on, you know, boa, everything. Tim actually says, who's my boyfriend, father of my 2 children.
But
he
more than a
says,
boyfriend, I think. When you've got a couple of
know, it
kids, it's
doesn't
not
really
like
do
we're
it,
going to the
boyfriend.
pictures together, we'll see how it works out.
well, we're still waiting to see
All
how
right,
it works
yeah,
out. Yeah. And but he says you don't have one thing too many, because that was Coco Chanel. You know, she said before you go out, take one thing off.
Right.
And Tim's advice to me is to take 7 things off.
7 things.
Yeah, and I still won't be I would just, you know, and then everyone thinks I'll be naked, but no, I've got a lot on. I tend to dress myself like a Christmas tree, really.
I think you look great.
Thank you very much.
Also, I have to say that I do get a little bored
I need
when you...
something more. Sorry,
Where
I'm
did
just
the
waking
other-
up slowly, but nothing's happening.
What do you mean? There's plenty happening for me, actually. I'm in a very happy place right now. Why did you bring your glasses, by the way?
got any epidurals,
Are you planning
actually?
on doing the crossword before we finish?
What do you think? Like, just in case. I can't see anything these days, but I just thought, just in case.
Yeah,
Do you like them?
I do, actually, yeah.
Do you want to try them?
Well, you want me to try them on?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, then.
I'm slowly waking up now. This is
Okay.
quite good. They're good, not good.
You know, nothing says crazy like dirty glasses. You know that, right?
They're really dirty,
Oh, they're
aren't they?
very dirty. It's
Have you
kind of
got
like,
anything?
I don't have time to clean my glasses.
No, have you got anything to clean them, actually?
Yeah, I probably have something. Here,
Have you got, like...
clean
you know what
them-
happens? No,
clean
because
them
my
with this.
daughter...
What's this?
Is it a stoat? I'm sure it'll do fine.
It's some kind of thing there.
You know, the thing is, Nell, my daughter, who's fantastic.
Yeah.
But she, you know, that you get these little things when you ever get a pair of glasses. You get this little box, and then you got this little you know, this little thing to clean your glasses with.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
those
yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Well, she thinks they're blankets for her Sylvanians, for her toys.
Oh, that's
So-
lovely.
Isn't it nice? But it means that that's why I got filter glasses.
Oh,
She takes
because
them. Oh, I got
all
no,
your
there's little
glasses
thingies.
cleaner things are fairy
All the
blankets.
blankets. Yeah, exactly. And they're in the doll's house
Yeah, it's nice.
with a little.
We're
bit
out of
for-
time here. Actually.
I'm just warming up now.
Well, I don't think there's much I can do about that,
I'm just-
actually. Is there anyone I can bump? No? Well, then we're screwed. You can hang on to that, you know. What age is your daughter?
She's 3.
Oh,
I
she'd
can have it.
rather like this,
Have you
I
got
think.
anything for my 7-year-old?
7-year-old, eh?
It's good because also when you go away,
What about a nice T-shirt?
no.
Okay, not a T-shirt. A feather?
Do you really want the
What
tartans?
about a pig fashioned after Gustave Flaubert? This pig has a contempt for the bourgeoisie.
You know what? I suppose I couldn't trade it in with the... No, you want the TARDIS.
No.
No, not that.
What, the TARDIS? I don't think I can give you the TARDIS.
No, I know.
No.
Is it a puppet? I can do the piggy. I don't think... Okay.
Well, we're out of time, Helena. I feel terribly awkward bringing this up, but we
No, you
do
just
have
want
to
me
show
off.
commercials from time to time. It's still America, you know.
Commercials. All right.
All right, well, I had a lovely time. Did you have a nice time? Yeah. Helena Bonham. My next guests are country music legends. You can see them live February the 4th in Arlington, Texas, February the 19th in Jackpot, Nevada. They're here to perform Black Gold from their album Pilgrimage. Please welcome Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin Brothers, everybody.
oil field just don't feel like home, was the last thing that she said. Black gold, you drove my love away. Black gold, so hard to find. Black gold, I'll be chasing you today. And if I catch you, maybe then she'll put a ball around this old roughneck of mine. I worked 6 months without a break just to get a little piece of take. This ain't my rig, but what can I say? It's mine till I move on and try to get one of my own. Black gold, you drove my love away. Black gold, so hard to find. Black gold, I'll be chasing you today. And if I catch you, maybe then she'll put her on around this old roughneck of mine. Black gold, you drove my love away. Black gold, so hard to find. Black gold, I'll be chasing you today. And if I catch you, maybe then again she'll put her arms around this old roughneck of mine. Woke up with a mouthful of dust, panhandle sun coming up. Oh, west wind, the color of rust, blowing across my empty bed. Black gold, black gold. Thank you. Brother Steve, Brother Rudy LaBarge, and the band. Robbie, Jalen, Steve. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, crew. Thank y'all.
If you're watching Craig at home, you're missing half the fun. Consider this your formal invitation to laugh live in our studio audience at a taping of The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson. Please give us a call at 323-570-0059 or visit our website at oneiota.com.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg?
We gotta go.